Hello, 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 and welcome to Psi Divine. I'm sensing a question. So, this is a message answering question. I'm just sensing a question. We'll see what's going on. It seems like an answer is needed. So I'm gonna start with letters, and we'll see what comes through for whoever needs it at this time. And as I've been saying the last few readings, there's a lot of confusion, chaotic confusion with intention floating about. So I'm sure that leaves a lot of questions. So let's see what kind of information we get. If someone has a question, again, my readings are for consideration only, right? Looking at my clock right now, it is 10:01. A cycle someone might want to complete. I mean, you just might want to consider moving forward. Whoa, the word that just came to me was dystopia. Not even 100% sure of that definition. Just know it's a place. Right now, I'm trying to clear my mind for this. But the word that comes through is dystopia. However it means, whatever it means to whoever might be feeling, you know what, hold on. Okay. So, the energy for someone, the mental gymnastics, and that's putting it in a nice way. They seem to be picking up, intensifying. This can be paranoia increasing. This can be obsessive thoughts increasing. Bad focus increasing to the point where the mind becomes a bit like a zoo. There is So weird what I just heard. Someone might be being watched, studied. Someone being studied. The study of. There is a study, field survey of some sort of how the animals behave. Animalistic tendencies. I have no idea what referendum has to do with anything. It's a word that's just there. I don't know where that goes. The next word I got was release. I get a lot of release, as in something needs to be released, let go. Now the word sacrifice comes through. Didn't sense that when I was running the numbers, but I get something drifting, and you can see from my sensing of the energy, someone is falling. Now I hear, I don't know who sings this song. It's an old one. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Okay. So someone, either through their focus or intention, is manifesting a shift for themselves. It is not a shift in a direction I think anyone wants to go, but maybe that's where they want to go. I don't know. But it is it's not up, it's going down. It was. It's like the energy finds here at the tip an ability to, or a path. Like there's a path that goes up. But instead, it is a drop of sorts. There is a moment of perceived gain in the energy, but then that's not how it works out. And it drifts into the abyss, an abyss of sorts. The next words I get with the very similar energy print, except this one has what I sense is all-encompassing. It's got an all-encompassing orbital path to it. Okay? And it's almost like stability being given. The ability to rise, uplift, ascend is seen, experienced, but chaos is chosen. And it's not a chaos that affects much, because it's got a steadiness to it. It's almost got like what feels like a definitive path to it. Again, I get the words drift, my handwriting gets really sketchy at a certain point, so excuse. I believe I was writing parish. I get drift. Drift, I don't know where I was going here. Purge or perish, drill, release. At the bottom, death. I compact the data a little bit further just to see where else it will go, because I didn't feel like all the energy was out. So I get a similar situation again. I get the word flag at this time when looking at Looking at the path. I don't know why I get that, but it's what I heard. Flag? False flag? I don't know. Okay. What comes through is fall down, eternal, expanded, delirium. Okay, let's see what else is here. I'm going to go to the questioning. Okay. No. So this is question of self. Ooh, I think that's a Christmas song I hear. Something about I don't know all the Christmas songs. Oh Lord. Said the poor boy to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Okay. Sorry, I don't know all this. I don't even know the title of that song. Alright. If you know it, feel free to drop it in the comments so I can learn a thing or two. I don't know. Okay. Oops. No blanks. I normally don't like to do names, so I don't know if that means anything. I think that's an insurance company. So does somebody need to deal with insurance? Don't we all? Goodness. So I don't know if that's a side message for somebody. Check your insurance. I don't know. Anyways, let's move out of that. I do not believe that is the message. Questioning. Something surging. Okay. Oh Lord, I do not like doing magic readings. I really don't. Okay, so with intention, somebody is putting something up into the air. Y'all, there's something, I keep saying this, there is some energy or somebody or a group that is pushing energy, and there is a drift to this. Someone's energy someone's energy is coming back. Someone misunderstood the magic. Someone misunderstood. Someone didn't understand the lesson. Someone didn't. What are they saying now? Someone didn't understand the assignment. Greed is a thing. Greed. 16 is also in the tarot deck, the Tower. And someone receiving that for the bad choices made. For the choices made. And this isn't, see, we're missing a C here. We're missing a C. Depending on how you like to spell it, you could also be missing an N. So someone's magic impressed upon another or others it's making its way back. So this could be a question someone's asking about others that they believe are causing them harm or issue. Even those who are wishing harm upon another or trying to impress harm upon others. There may be a question of what's next. Okay, so the remaining letter is a W, which is a 4. This can be a plan regarding the safety in mind, imbalances in perception, some heavy change to someone's health, or the health of, well, the word is surge. Okay, I'm being told there's another message. Ooh-wee. Okay, somebody put some energy out towards others. This was a energy of wanting finality for someone. Someone wanted to create. Oh God. Oh man, look, okay, so what I just saw was like somebody who thinks that they're like a zoo master is what I heard. Lord. Okay, and I saw an image of someone, dark figure, dark shadowy image of someone standing before others, leading like a shadow figure, or a leader of a situation ship. A group of friends and buddies who don't sit around playing video games. They do other things. I think you guys know where I'm going with this type of data, right? Y'all know I be trying to tap dance around some of this. Okay. Somebody tried to run some magic, and it had an effect. It had an effect. The thing is, okay, I think I get referendum. So when I look at referendum, what I'm sensing is someone operating on old magic, old ideologies. The coding in and of itself has altered a little bit, right? It's like I'm reminded of our most northern star, Polaris. I'm a little bit of a sky junkie. It is always told to everyone that this star remains the North Star forever. It's what it is, but that's not true. Polaris was not the only North Star. As we rotate, though we may not witness it in our lifetimes, there will be a different northern star eventually for the planet, unless we completely like obliterate it, which could be a thing too. I don't know, but okay. So somebody's working off of, let's say, Polaris is the North Star, right? And then in a million years, let's say we have Sirius as a northern star. And it's not going to be that dramatic, I don't think, but let's just say hypothetically, we have Sirius as a northern star. Okay, so if that changes, then a lot of things cosmically have to kind of be adjusted and updated. So it's like someone working with the old energy of Polaris and completely not aware that as the cosmic universe shifts, the way we see things in the sky is going to shift. The time cycle that we observe or are able to observe our favorite stars changes. So what else changes, right? I mean, if you're into the astrology stuff, you would certainly be able to understand that if all the stars shifted around us, the way we see them, the way we are able to observe them, then, well, some other stuff's got to change too, right? So This can be someone who is doing work off of Polaris data. You dig? What was perhaps desired in the work was a surge. A surge, but the surge being an urge to, oh gosh, hold on. So, hold on. Just want to, I visualized something. I gotta double check this. Okay, ooh, Lord. If I could sing, I would right now just to push that energy back. These are energies I have no interest in reading. They just need to be avoided. Okay. Okay, so golly. If you are a reader, or if you are just, you hear you're cosmically connected. My messages appear when I get completely distracted. And I can't even wash dishes. I had to come do the message, and I was trying to clean the kitchen. Look. So, some of the magic entailed wanting or inducing that word. That word right there, okay? They wanted others to choose the ending for themselves, but not necessarily in a physical sense, but in an identity sense. This can be energies who wanted to harness energy for themselves without really understanding that if you take on or attempt to interfere with the natural code of the way things work, you can, like I keep saying, you can take back some of the energy. You can take some of the rough stuff on for yourself. If this message is indeed for a reader, or you're just a wisdom worker, you're here to be of service to others in some capacity. You felt the need to pull back your energy. It was a good thing. It's okay. It's okay to do that because this was the desire. Okay, that was the impression. That was the energy sent forward. The thing is, in pulling back energies, there's nothing to connect to. It's like okay, so I plug something into the wall, right? But the power ain't even on. There's no power. The lights are off. So if there is no electricity coming through the outlet thing, then there's no light. There can only be more darkness. That's what comes back around. More darkness. Ew. Oh God. I don't even want to read no more of this. Whoever was doing this type of magic might have went to a place where special kinds of dirt is at. I feel like cursing. I'm gonna try not to curse. Potty mouth. Okay. I certainly don't want to speak ill of the person who would put this type of energy out because it's not logical energy. This is the energy of someone or the intention of others who don't think in a certain way or don't understand all of the data. Again, operating off old data and numerically, the code has been altered. And I'm speaking in a matrix type of way. The code has been altered. I'm not going to say how the code's been altered either, because I'm still studying it all. As I always say, I'm a perpetual student. Nonetheless, whoever put this energy into the cosmos, it's gotta come. It's gotta go. If the power's not on and you plug your lamp in, right? You want to light the room up, right? And there's no power, right? It could be said that the energy returns. It must return. That's not the case. That's not how this works. We're talking about energy. So the energy doesn't go anywhere. The energy doesn't go anywhere because there is no energy. There is no energy that can be truly cast forward. If there is no place for it to go, there's no reception, there's no true connection. The connection's been broken, it's been removed, it's been, it's been shifted left or right. So the intention, the desire of whoever this was, whoever wanted that for someone, whoever wanted that is now beginning to realize the energy of that word. And there is a weapon. They have created their own weapon. They created their own weapon. Now, energetically, I do feel some of this drifting, shifting away. It doesn't mean it will, well, it could return. I'm not saying it won't, but at this time, there is a releasing. For whoever, guide says, whoever would work in such a way against you guys, whoever would work this way against anyone, that sucks. That just sucks. That sucks. I mean, wishing harm, wishing an ending, hoping someone hurts themselves, wanting to copycat, replicate another person's energy for any reason whatsoever, it does mean taking on all that comes with it. And maybe you don't get all the good stuff either. That's the thing about it. If you don't know how that can return and you just think you're protected, it's just not an energy worth playing with to me. Unless you've got like a whole lifetime of data and experience, mostly, I wouldn't even trust the books at this point. I would not trust old data on any type of cast out magic, unless you were really like tied into the matrix in such a deep way that, man, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Okay, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't mess with any magic at this time because there's a great magnetic shift happening. And if you don't understand polarities and cosmic shifts that happen on a universal scale, if you don't comprehend that data, you will fuck yourself up. You're gonna mess up some stuff, you know? And it's like plugging that lamp in and going, there ain't no electricity coming through. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this light work. And your goofy self walks outside, climbs a light pole, and starts trying to plug in stuff. I think a logical person from the ground looking up at that scenario would say, hey, that's not going to end well for you. You should consider not doing that. And then zit, 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 and things happen, right? Whew. Lordy, Lord. Let's see what's happening to the minds. Moving on to the answering. Let's see what's happening to the minds of the ones who would dare play in such energy, not understanding that there is a divine and not so divine polarity exchange at this time. I would liken it to the Big Bang on Earth, even. What comes out? Impulsive. Wait, and there's the 5. Someone's behavior is consistent, constant, and non-stop. It is very fixed, but they chose it. They also chose the end. Something they thought they could hold on to, manifest, create, conquer, is lost. PM dawn, set adrift, a memory bliss of you. Well, I think it's being nice to say that others will be happy to see that energy go. But this is an ending. Someone's plan isn't, it's not working out. It's not going to work. And so, the loss, I don't know if that's going to be acknowledged, but it's there. The lesson. And this is someone, whoever did this, whoever would do such a thing, it's old soul energy, as I said earlier. And so the one who believes that they knew everything, not so much. What they may be experiencing now, though, is possession of a demonic kind. And this may come in the form of addiction. As I said yesterday, something alters about the vision. And that could be the vision in the eyes. It could... Good Lord. I like how my phone goes off during the readings too, right? Unknown caller. They don't know who's bringing it in. They don't even understand how the energy is returning. And that's what I just said. They don't understand that, like, if you put two magnets together and they're about to slam into each other because of the force and that magnetic pull, if you're standing in between, there isn't much magic you're going to do that's going to stop the magnets from clinging to each other. But if you spun those magnets in that direction with your work or your intention cast upon others, that, you could either be slammed in between those two magnets, or you can be, you can experience the damage that would come from the flip of polarities. And I would personally, just my thoughts just my impression of a black hole is, and I don't know if that's the case. I don't even know if they would tell anybody. Like, for me, I always feel like, okay, black holes must have something really like magnetic or anti-magnetic that happens that takes a universe and flips it inside out. And in the course of the flipping inside out, or maybe the explosion or the implosion of a celestial body, when you do that, maybe that's what creates the black hole, right? And so it maybe something goes in, and this force takes something in, and things that were being stuck together fly out, and then they come back together and make all these different cosmic motions and stuff. Anyways, if you're standing in the middle of all of that and you're casting out intention and magic, that has nothing to do with all the rocks and the energy forces that are greater, that are going to liquefy, stretch, turn you into cosmic taffy. It creates massive levels of confusion. It's taking the destruction and making it a part of self. It's taking on that energy. And the universe being in a constant motion as we understand it, right? For whoever would put such energy out and do such a thing, not fully understanding the work, not really understanding the return and protecting oneself and all that stuff. Not really. I don't know what was done that was off, except what I sense is not understanding energy, not understanding the work, not truly understanding the magic. Oh boy, I'm getting another message. The book of spells. Someone may have a book of spells, and that's what they're, oh boy. And that might be what they're getting, what they got their data from. So there leaves little room for experimenting to see what works and what doesn't. It's like taking ancient data that was given to the masses for the purposes of chaos, not for the purposes written. There is a book someone clarify the book. Yeah. Something given to the masses or to others may have been gifted, but the true intention of the book was to create the book. Okay, the book, the data was shared in a certain way that if you did not understand the work in and of itself, not the book, but the work in and of itself, if you did not understand it, you would not understand that everything written was written in reverse, or oh my God. Someone has a book. It is it's a book of knowledge, but it's a book of spells, recipes, or elements to harness power. The problem is the book was not. It doesn't work according to the way it's written, because the book was supposed to be about power of self. Power of self creates the universe that you experience. Power over others creates the experience of the illusion. It creates the experience of destruction, the distortion. Someone is holding a book that they believe brings light and gives them some type of titling. Oh boy, they don't understand that the book that they have has nothing to do with the true the light magic. It's not. It's oh my god. It's like if I wrote a book of recipes and said cook everything in this book. It's delicious. And everything you cook tastes like poop, right? But you believe what I said, so you cooked everything. And you didn't understand that the reason I distributed that book was because I didn't want anyone to enjoy food. You didn't understand that, but everybody bought a copy, right? But the book's true intention was to keep you stuck in a cycle of eating craptastic foods like Hot Pockets covered in tomato sauce. Sounds gross, okay? But yeah, I mean, maybe the book's got recipes in it for cookies, but the cookies have nails in them. And so when you eat them, duh. But you believe the book, right? But you didn't understand that there was multiple releases of that book, and you don't have the copy of light. You have the copy of darkness. So they don't know, oh my goodness. They don't understand that the book is to cast endings, not beginnings, not control, not power, nothing. To those even who use it, they will experience endings. Endings coming from the others that they deal with, endings that come from lies, they lose trust, they build trust, they lose it. All things that are a part of the higher data of self. They experience it long enough to lose it. Whew. So life comes in a pattern of drifts, like seems real good for right now, and then boop, off the cliff. Everything looks good right now, off the cliff. No, everything looks good. Look how I'm going. And sometimes there will even be like upward motion, right? And then other times there will be straight down. And then other times the road might have some curvature to it. Could be a little bit of a scenic route. But eventually all roads off. Which creates deeper levels of insanity because they become entranced by the written word. See something else here. Yeah, I'm not going to go too far into that data. Somebody might be believing that they can connect with sigils. But if you don't understand, oh my goodness. What was written for the eyes of the servant is not what is true for the eyes of the higher self. There's two works. Jesus. Hold on, you guys. I'm cold. Okay. Sorry for the air conditioning noises. I got the door open so Bear can do his thing. Okay. Guys, Guida says if you got somebody fucking with you, they are experiencing death. Stay out of the way. Okay? They may, now I don't mean like a physical death, although it could be, depending on how far they went with this. Depending on how far they went with this. I don't want to go that far into reading that unless it was necessary, but unfortunately, if you have extracted your energy and this is your data, and I don't mean like you're doing this. I'm gonna hope that I don't know nobody who would mess with this type of energy. Because if you don't know what you're doing, literally everything around you ends. As a norm, dude, I'm just, because the oh my goodness, the star is changing, the sky is changing, the polarity shift is happening. You should not work magic in this time. You should not even obsess over anything at this time. Keep your mind in a healthy place. Don't sit around staring at people for too long. Don't sit around over focusing on people for too long. It's very easy to pick up unwanted energies, and you'll be picking up the unwanted energy. You won't even understand what's going on. You won't even realize you've picked up 10,000 wrong energies. It's very easy to split the self 1,000 ways at this time. And putting yourself back together in the year of the 6, I mean, that's just more stuff you'll have to try to work on. And who wants to go through all that when, especially if you've got any access to higher data? It just seems very wasteful. It's very wasteful because whatever it is about the old energy, it's blocked. It's block worthy. It's boomerang type. It doesn't even leave the room of the person putting it out. That's crazy. Like, okay, so I'm gonna assume I don't know nobody messing with this type of energy. Again, like I said, if it's happening to you and you feel obsessed about things at this time, feeling sickness, with having, more trouble than normal sleeping. I know some of us just don't have great sleeping habits, but if something different is going on with that, pay attention and stop focusing on shit that ain't your business. Don't be obsessing over anything. If you catch yourself unable to focus, something's going on. There is an energy that maybe you've tapped into incorrectly. So you will need to pull your energy back too. But I'm going to trust this is somebody who could be messing with one of my guides or guidesses. So y'all, pull back your energy any way you need to. Disconnect. If you need to stop watching this channel, do it. But disconnect from everything you feel obsessed about at this time for strength. Give yourself 2 weeks, 30 days, whatever you feel like you need to do. Step back. The videos will be sitting here. You can come back and watch them later. Okay? But if you feel obsessed about anything at this time, fucking disconnect. The only thing you need to be focused on is work. You know, we gotta pay bills. But life, obsess over nothing, obsess over no one's response to you about anything or the lack thereof. All levels of bad focus count at this time. You must be stronger than that. You must break that. It is a necessary tool for next year. Now, for the person who's doing this type of stuff to other people, what they've been working on this entire time is the sig of death, the sigils of death, not knowing that there was no sigil of life and happiness. There was only old data. There was only old data. Somebody is holding a book that they believe has a power to it, but they don't know that is the work of a person with a demonic mind who never had intention for higher level data. They never had that intention. The intention was always endings and suffering, even for the person who read the book. Okay. Okay. A and H, 1 and 4, you get 5 out of that. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Okay. So someone, whether it's this way or this way, I'm not sure. Someone thought that they could use the energy of others for something nefarious, controlling, powerful. And they thought they could do it off of the energy of those who were here to be guides, light to others. Not understanding that, again, Polaris data. Didn't understand that even just by a fraction of a second, the star has moved. And that's actually true. Just by a hair of a fraction of a second, I don't know how many degrees to the left or to the right. Not sure. I could look at a star map if somebody needs that data. But the star moved, which makes a little bit of the work askew. It throws it off a little bit, just a little hair. And even if only that correction was, put in there to make things right, it still wouldn't make things right because the original work was never given for light. The original work was never shared for light. There's 2 copies of that data. And someone is operating off the public copy. The copy intended for public distribution. Bad, bad, bad. All bad. But they didn't know that. They took the book for what it was. They took the data exactly as it was given. And the assumption was because they read it, it must be true, like everything on the internet, right? So they thought they could, whoa, this isn't a word, okay, but I'm sharing it anyway, don't laugh. Pedestalize. Someone thought they could pedestalize themselves off of the work of the light beings, the lighter, the beings of awareness, true awareness, the ones who are truly connected. Someone thought they could stand on their necks, on their backs, on their heads. They thought they could. They did not understand. They thought they could access, but they were had. And so what they experience is trickery, a theft. There is a theft of time, of the entire soul is stolen. Think, if you imagine all the Dr. Seuss books to be real, and you spent your whole life believing that somewhere on earth was green eggs and ham, and somewhere on earth Sam is really upset about it, and you need to find Sam so you can show him that all eggs and ham are not green, yo. Right? So they got tricked, they got duped, they got lied to from the core of the data they learned. And out of that comes all of these different energies, manifestations. It's like taking on all these different demonic beliefs and manifesting an energy or multiples from that. And there is this test of awareness because the desire ultimately is control. The desire is to express a type of communication that robs other people of their time and energy and life. This creates disaster, it creates delay. A time block. And an unanswered test. And there's ignorance in this test because ego is a beast ego's a demon all in and of itself, yo. Especially if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing with it. Like not trying to impress it upon others. Your feelings, your gooey, sticky ass beliefs and impressions and harmful matter expressed towards others is darkness. It's dark energy. It is the absence of light. And there is no path to be seen in the darkness. So how the hell are you going to guide somebody else? Period. Moving on. So somebody walks in the ignorance of their ego. They should be easy to spot at this time. Guides and guidesses. So what ends up happening to those who follow that Polaris data? Hadn't even bothered to look and see what star is coming next. Don't know. They don't know. Guides, goddesses, if you are here to do that higher level work, this was a test. It's a test of what type of energy floats out there, yo. It's a zoo. And you may be being put in a place to study that or be a part of it. You're either behind the gates of that zoo or you got your lab coat on and you're doing what's right. And you don't have bad focus. If you are here to do light work, you are not wishing harm upon others. You're not expressing bad energy or opinion upon others who, without bothering to resolve your own fucked up energy. And here comes the cursing. Those who are expressing negativity towards the others who are also on a similar path, those who are doing that are experiencing a time block. So this ain't no one person data. This is more than one person who has learned old data and never bothered to look for the any references. Where did that come from? We need to find out what happened. Like, how did the zoo happen? And am I in it? Or are you in it? Or are we in it? Nothing. The data. Whoever this person or group is, the data they took in was absolute to them. There was no diversion. This is the math. This is the code. This is the matrix. There's no more questions. This is fact. That's not true. Yet, with all that belief, they are still experiencing the drift. They're still experiencing the release and the ending. Whew. And the fall may be for an eternity. It's going to feel like it. Some of your haters, or whoever's doing this work, because of what they put out, delirium is what returns. And it is a beast. See, somebody might realize just before their brain completely spins out of control that they were lied to. That may be one of the last messages they get, in fact, before all is lost. Yeah, I said it. The ones who sought to hurt those who are here to be of the New Star service. Huh? What? I said that. Those who sought to cause harm, damage, ruin, whatever distortion they were trying to impress. Lord, it ends in not a good way. So, someone has aced themselves out of a higher level opportunity. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is, though, they've lost coloring. Something lost because of color? Huh? Okay, that's weird. I see, I want, I get. Somebody has an issue with color? I don't know why I'm getting that. That's weird. Coloring? Death Star. Okay. Yo, I'm getting too many messages right now. So they may live in there. This could be somebody who whatever. Whoever it is, everything around them is doing that. And next, things will be absent of that. There may be some isolation also. Okay, so whoever's putting that out is going to experience a little bit of a zoology. There will be loss. Things will fall down, but what's probably most noteworthy is the mind. And they are definitely adding more to the situation. So now there might be a release of energy. I'm not sure why I'm seeing them types of letters, so maybe somebody went way too far and got other alphabet boys involved. Did it go that far? Jesus. Ugh. Somebody is caged. Let's see what advice do you need at this time? Just awareness for the collective. And then I'm done. you guys, guides, goddesses, y'all be focusing on your health, okay? We have 333 coming through, so be careful how you interact with others. You do get the sense of somebody being excessive. That is the cost. It's probably what I was talking about before. But protect your energy. If you are experiencing any type of loss of gifts, or you don't feel like doing your readings or anything like that, that's the time to really go hard in the paint. Get that data out. You should definitely be doing readings then. However you need to express the energy, get it out. And if you do readings, that doesn't mean you have to publish it too. There's that. But for the one going against the grain, or still operating on that old data, that's what they're going through. A loss of gifts, more distortion. So, moving along in the numbers here. Limited protection, be clear with others. I just said that, so I don't know, I need to repeat that card, I guess. This flipped over upside down. So some of you somebody may not realize that you already within self have what you need. You may be experiencing distractions that are stopping you from being focused on the path. This could be distractions being focused too much on others that you shouldn't be. But you need to get focused. Stay focused. The situation is evolving, okay? Whatever that thing was over there, it is evolving. It's moving along, so hold on. The train has not come to a complete stop. So don't everybody go hopping off thinking it's cool. It's not. This is a process, right? And it starts in the spiritual realm, and it moves into the mental realm, which is where we are now, and after that it manifests into the physical realm, which is where it's going next. And the manifestation in the physical realm is the absence of things: lack, loneliness, negativity, and sexual weaknesses, which can be kinky on a Friday night, but not for life, okay? Not for life. And that's, wow, this is what someone has manifested. That's their winning lottery ticket. Whoopity-doo. And they begin to express outwardly their truth. Others, as in others, can see it, you know? It's clear. It's very, very clear. And while the mirror or the glass, whatever the reflection is that has been trying to be impressed upon the others, because that's what this was, somebody projecting their fucked up, distorted ass data on everybody else. Lord. Whatever that mirror image was, is, whatever, it's visible to everybody. Like somebody just whole ass showed up with a free bottle of Windex, sprayed it down, and they ain't even using no paper towel. They used a squeegee. Squeak. Because a squeegee works better. I'm just putting that out there in case you clean windows. Or in case your mirror is a little bit cloudy and confused, little Windex. Make magic happen. But somebody showed up with a whole truck. And they sprayed it down. I mean, they showed up with some whole like professional window cleaners, okay? So have patience, because that energy was one of them like large scale buildings where you see the guys on that balance thing with the ropes going down slowly, getting one floor windows at a time. It's not easy. It's not an easy cleanup, is what I'm saying. So have patience. If you are a reader, help your people Do the work. Don't stop. If you're in the process of learning, do not stop. You're here to do this for a reason, but you're also being shown a lesson of what can happen when ego is greater than desire to be of greater assistance to others. You're being shown where ego can take you. You're being shown what can be manifested easily and in a short period of time with the right desire. If vision is easy to achieve. So the broken one, as I just said, ego, there it is. As someone is going through their awakening after harming a lot of people, after trying to create harm, they still have to go through healing, if it's possible, in this lifetime. If not, you may hear of someone speaking of plans. Plans are things they're going to do to fix it or fix them. You may hear, whoa, that's weird. I saw the cartoon version of the Tasmanian Devil. I think is it Warner Brothers? Okay, old cartoons while I'm dating myself over here. Okay, I saw the Tasmanian Devil. He's like spins in a tornado, but he's like, ugh. Oh my god, I sound crazy. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god, I have the hiccups. Okay. Try to skip around that. Okay, so you're getting reminders of energies you don't need to be manifesting, right? It's like a, I wouldn't call it a front row seat. It's like one of those carnival hay rides, right? You just look at stuff and go, oh, that's bad. I don't want to do that. If you are experiencing any distortion at this time, you need to release illusions and illness, because that may be being impressed upon you at this time, whether it's through spell work or somebody in your environment who is making you ill. Your endurance is being tested. Everybody's not going to pass this test, though, because everybody's not being honest about what's going on. Ugh. Okay, that's why you need to be quiet. Okay. Guys, some of y'all, while you're going through this period of letting the energy pass, you need another hobby. A better one. You need a better hobby that instead of whatever hobby, you may have a hobby or something you do on the side of work that is bad energy, and you're just tapping into that old Polaris data. You're expanding it. You're making it eternal. Okay, that sucks. 6. Year of the 6. Okay. Those who have not really realized or accepted the bad frequency transmission, they have to go through a spin out too. That's another reason to stay, to protect your energy still. It's another reason to overly protect your energy. Some of them may come in your direction for help if you are a person in this light work. You may be being guided to give better advice or a different style of advice. But the ones who are still on the spin out, be careful. They should be being more careful. But you will identify them easily. They are obviously being overly and self-indulgent. They're being very focused on beauty, looks. They may be seeking or focused on gifts, what they can get at this time. They may not be being helpful. They may not be speaking about healing. They may not be speaking about their true vision. They may just be expressing that reverse 6 right there. I hear Mario Brothers. Look at me, Mario. Anyways, you will be able to spot them by their lack of control, their aggression alone. Like, they don't need anyone else to be aggressive. You'll see it. They may be expressing high-level chaos right now. They're not taking their test. And so what comes back is all that old data that they picked up, scooped up, snooped in on. They're dealing with all of those energies. It's all coming in. What they desired, they have manifested. So you may see them being gifted at this time or given things. Make sure you're not one of those people. I'm not saying that anybody should or should not, but be very cautious of who you're accepting money from at this time regarding your gifts. Because somebody is still focused on the goal. They're still focused on the goal. And they still think they're working with accurate data, and they're not. They don't. I wonder if they'll discover it when full weakness has been realized. But that's still coming, so the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I hope this message was interesting, worth your consideration. And all that jazz. Please keep your energy protected at this time. If you feel a reason or a need or that feeling in your stomach to step back from people, places, things at this time, don't be afraid to do it. Because the energy is much greater at this time. As we experience this shift, the energy is very heavy. It is very polarizing. And it is very... it's like sticky taffy. But if you're connecting to it, you too shall be stretched beyond belief. So be careful, okay? All right. If you like this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe so you too can be a part of future data if there's a message that needs to be put out for you, or if you just like the work and you just like listening, also subscribe so you don't miss future updates. And for the rest, remember, you are well. I'll see you next time. Bye.